Welcome to the Soul Tide podcast. I'm Brecken.
And I'm Brittany. This is your space where we keep it raw, real, and 100% authentic.
Let's get Soul Tide, sis.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Soul Tide podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Still very pregnant.
She's still pregnant. Remember our last episode when she was like, hopefully, by the time, what did you say? By the time this drops.
It's dropped.
It's dropped and she hasn't. So she just had to hang strong for us to record another one.
We needed to be more prepared.
Yeah.
That's what she's waiting.
So thanks, baby girl.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that for us.
My only life update. I've been so into psychological thriller books.
Oh.
Like
what? Like what book?
They're like twisty turny, like
scary?
They're not like scary. They're more like thrillers. Like it's like you're like, wait, what?
Okay, like catches you off guard.
Yes,
It's what's that word? It's like climactic.
Yes.
Is that the right word?
Kind of. Yes, I think
it's not what I'm thinking, but it's
climax. No, it genuinely, because I feel like finding things to like pass the time as I'm reading these past few weeks, I'm like, I don't want to be on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it makes me like, all I'm seeing right now is stuff about like giving birth. And so
it's not supporting you. You're like, that just makes me angry.
Literally. And so I'm like, I need to get back on my book grind.
Sure.
And so I like just went to TikTok and I looked up like psychological
the popular books.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what made you look at that?
Well, because I've read
I'm gonna look up psychological thrillers.
Okay, so there's this one author. Her name is Frida McFadden.
Is that a real name or like
I don't know.
Her like a pen name? Yeah.
Her stripper name.
Frida.
Literally. But I love her books and they are thrillers.
Okay.
And I've read a few of them and I'm like, okay, what is like similar genre?
Oh,
or like similar read?
Sure.
And so I found this one. The one I just read, it's called Silent Patient. And it's like, I won't give too much away, but it's like.
That sounds creepy.
It is. It's kind of creepy. But
so they are creepy.
They're like.
You're like, they're not scary.
They're creepy, but they're not scary. Like.
Okay. Is it like Verity?
Yes.
Like that was creepy, but it like wasn't like.
That's a thriller.
It left me feeling weird, but I wasn't like, I could go to bed that night too.
Exactly.
I wasn't scared.
So that's like a psychological thriller where you like are like left being like, wait, what the freak?
Jaw on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like books like that. So I've been like, I just got a bunch on my Kindle and I've been reading them every night. And I
love that.
Loving it.
You're so good about doing that. Josh and I were just talking about like how our routine at night, we have fallen into the habit of like watching a show to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Which this we know is not great.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I used to laugh at people. I'm like, they're so old when they'd fall asleep watching TV. Like, and now I'm that person. Like sometimes it's almost like a white noise for me, like a sound machine. Yeah. Anyways, we were like, we need to be more productive. Mm-hmm. He wants to like goal plan at night. I was like, no, I'm tired.
That's not the time.
No. We were talking about reading at night. And I was like, that's probably really good for us. And we know dozens of half read books.
Right.
So that'd be good for me.
And also I feel like I saw this quote.
Yeah.
It was from JC Marie.
Oh,
she posted it on her story and she said like never be, this is like not verbatim, but it's like never be ashamed or like feel bad for not finishing a book. If it's not sparking joy, it's not for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So am I just not a reader?
You might.
Where is my lack of joy? Genre. Well, it's always like self-help.
Yes. So like, I feel like when you get into like an entertaining books, it's like you're watching a show or something.
Yeah, you're right. Like the Colleen Hoover ones. Like I mean the ones that everybody got into. I love those.
Swear.
Loved that one.
See, that's your genre then.
But Kate, here's the thing. How do I say this without sounding rude? Sometimes if I read books like that, I feel like dumber because I'm not getting something from it. Like I feel like if I read a book, I need to read a self-help book. But like that's better than scrolling my phone because that makes me feel like I've lost way more brain cells.
Exactly.
So that's the point is I'm trying to read too many that use my brain when I think I'm not supposed to use my brain when I read. For me.
Yeah, it can be purely for like joy.
Yeah, I love that actually.
You know?
Okay.
Also, one more update.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been playing a lot of games and reading a lot of books.
I love that. Sorry, I can't get comfortable. I'm like, sorry guys.
Okay.
Like,
same.
Gosh, trying to be,
Have you heard the game? It's a card game. The kids would love it. It's called Words Are Hard.
No, but I said that one time in the podcast.
We always say that.
Words Are Hard.
But it's so cute. It's like, and it's easy to play. And it
I love
it's like pictures of things.
Okay.
Like, let's say like a shrimp.
Sure.
And you like flip it and you'll see the shrimp, but you can't say shrimp. You have to think of
You have to
another
describe
S
it. Wait,
no,
what?
You have to think of another word. So like,
because it throws you off because you're visually seeing a shrimp.
yes.
You can't say shrimp.
And you like,
so you say like shark.
Yes, like shark. But it's so
Spoon.
funny.
Like that would be actually
Yes,
a spoon.
a
That would actually be, kids would love that.
no, my
Can
kids
get
love it.
Words
Even
are hard.
Layton, like, so yeah.
That's like a little teaser.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, I like that.
But those are my updates.
Ah, that's good. Good updates.
Just some good fun.
Good, clean fun here. Life updates. Well, Josh had their banquet.
Yeah.
They did really, really good. It was really cool to go and see how much the company's grown from like the first banquet
Yeah.
to this banquet. So this is banquet number 3.
Crazy.
Obviously, you know. And they said, I want to say they said the first banquet, there were 180 people total there.
That's wild.
This banquet, and that one they had at their office building. Last year where they have it, it was like a sports complex or
sports
something.
complex.
And it was bigger. I don't know how many people were there. This year, I think they were projected to have 1,500, or there were like maybe 1,000
Yeah.
in the stadium or whatever. And it was at GCU.
big.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
So it was cool to just see that. Like, obviously super proud of him, super
Yeah.
proud of all the guys, and just to see like what they've built and what's grown. So we did that. They had Tim Tebow speak. That was cool. It was cool to see him speak.
Yeah. How was the talk?
It was good. I am not going to lie. I left a little early because
Shame.
it was an hour away.
Yeah.
And by the time he got on to speak, like everything had started late. There was a power outage or something. And so I don't think he got on to speak until like 9:45, no, like 10 or something like that. And my sitter couldn't stay till like there was a certain point, and then I was feeling bad.
Right.
Because me leaving at like 10:30, I still had an hour drive home.
Yeah.
So I heard him for a little. It was really good.
Yeah.
Personally, I thought Josh did better, but fine.
Yeah. I heard he killed it.
Yeah, he really did. He
Yeah.
crushed it. He did a really good job. He's good. He's a good speaker on stage. Like that actually makes me cringe talking in front of that many people.
I feel
on
like
stage.
you'd be so good at it.
Oh my gosh, but it stresses me out.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Like public speaking?
Yeah. It's like,
Looking at that many people, I'd probably pee my
1,500 people,
pants.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. We did that. And then Josh and I went on a date for the first time in like months. So that was fun too. We went to Culinary Dropout and we got some ice cream.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
Was it downtown Gilbert?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's such a vibe down
It's such a vibe and it's so close to us. It's way closer than Scottsdale. So we like it because it's like a happy medium.
Right.
We still get home at a decent time. We're like, you know, you're old when
It's like
we'll
9
eat
o'clock.
dinner and we're like, okay, let's go home.
Yeah.
And literally, I think it was like 9:30.
That's perfect.
And we climbed in bed, watched a movie. It's
Yeah.
game changer.
It really
you know,
is.
I don't have time to stay out till 2 a.m. anymore.
No.
Even midnight.
Unless it's the girls.
Unless it's the girls. You know,
Then we'll stay out until
there's one time a year when we go rally for Maddie's birthday and I know I'm going to stay out till 3 a.m. Every year I'm like, okay, I'm going to prep myself for this.
Except it's my 30th this year.
Oh, so we're going to stay.
It's
Oh,
gonna
we're
be
going
twice a year.
We're going to go big.
We better.
And it's the span of like a week.
Yeah.
How far apart are your birthdays?
Oh yeah, we're close.
You're like very close.
We are. We should do a joint.
Let's just do a joint
Community
party.
party.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh, I love
So yeah, nothing crazy to report, but just a good weekend.
I love
Yeah,
that.
That's it though.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then kids are home for spring break.
Yeah.
Which is like bittersweet. That's the best way to describe it. Love having them home.
Yep.
Need them to go back and be on a schedule. Worked out once this week.
Yeah.
They get to a point where they're bickering.
On the big.
And then I'm so bored. I'm like, go outside.
Okay, I saw this thing.
You know?
And it was I like follow this like child coach.
Oh yeah.
On TikTok, and he said the best thing, and I've been using this, and it
Yeah.
actually works this week because I'm sick of the bickering.
Yes.
So he says like, say, I have full confidence in you to go find something to entertain yourself.
I love that.
Because then they're like, oh,
I've got this. Oh, I can do it. I have full
Yes.
confidence in you that you can
go find
something to entertain yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
Okay.
It's empowering.
Yes, but also this is how low I've stooped this week. Maybe it's not low.
It's probably not even
It's
low.
probably not,
It's
but-
like what I strive for.
Whatever. I ordered owl pellets off of Amazon for
Owl
pellets. Owl poop.
Okay. Poop?
for Rome to dissect. Because owls eat like rats, and so their bones get in their poop.
Stop.
And so I ordered. They're like
For
$15.
him, you
for him
ordered
to dissect.
Dissect
Yeah. That we did it in high school. I'm like, how hard
Stop.
would it be to order these?
So are they big or are they
No,
tiny?
they're like this big.
It's like a circle?
Yeah.
Or is it like a pellet?
No, it's like a circle. They're
So
little.
are you using tongs? Are we
Yeah,
using
we
bare
do
fingers? Okay, we glove up.
We're gloving up.
Okay, we glove up.
And it comes with like tweezers.
So it's a whole kit.
But they love it.
Did you find bones?
We haven't done this kit yet.
Okay.
But he's
To be
dissected them
continued.
before.
So report back
Yeah,
once you
I
dissect
will.
the owl.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
That's how low. So that's pretty low. That's how
Actually,
bored
you know
we've been.
what? I feel like Scotland and Nixon actually,
They would love it.
it's a hit or miss. Nixon, I think, would really like it. Scotty would like it until she knew it was poop.
Right.
But then she'd probably still like it.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's
But
just
like
something.
It's just something to do
Yeah.
versus sitting at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I love it so much.
those are the life updates.
Life updates. This week will be another fun one.
Yeah.
We asked you guys to submit some embarrassing stories. Words are hard. And we're going to read them today.
Yeah. And we'll share some of ours
Yeah,
too, or
yeah.
one or two of ours or whatever.
We love a lighthearted podcast, vulnerable,
Yeah.
deep episode, but we also love one that feels like you're just like chilling with friends having a
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
The pointless conversations that you love. Like,
Yep.
do you know what I mean? So
I love a pointless podcast.
yeah, like, that sounds terrible, but like really that's what it is. It's just nice to like not feel alone.
Yeah. It's nice.
I
to
guess
chat.
that's like what it is. I feel like I'm chatting with my girls when I'm
Right.
folding some laundry.
Exactly.
So that's what we're doing today.
Yeah. Do you want to start with yours? I want to hear yours.
So I had to like sift through what was appropriate to
Right.
say on here because I have a good one, but I was like, I don't want to do
you're
that
like,
one.
maybe
Yeah,
not.
the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Enough said. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, I have an embarrassing moment. I couldn't remember it. I texted my mom to ask because I remember it involved being at one of my best friends in high school was a guy. I remember I was at his house and I remember that an embarrassing thing had happened, but I didn't really remember exactly what. So I texted my mom. She kind of gave me like, this is what happened. Then I was like, oh yeah, okay, you're right. So I was at my best friend's house. My mom was there for some reason and his mom was there. I don't know if we were dropping something off. I don't know. But I went to go use the bathroom. And I was wearing like my skirt, like with the thick belts. Do you remember those that like
yes.
clipped in like this way?
Not
Like,
the belt.
you know what I'm talking
I
about?
love
Like
it.
the
Yes.
thick belts, but like
That's
the flare
iconic.
skirt
Yeah.
and the gladiator sandals. I was
boho
vibing. I was vibing. So go to the bathroom, go walk down the hall. He starts laughing. I had tucked my skirt into my thong, which also I'm like, why didn't I wear shorts under my skirt? What? Who didn't teach me? Don't wear a thong with your skirt. But it was tucked in. He saw everything.
He probably liked it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did. We'll ask him. But it was very embarrassing,
That is
obviously.
hilarious.
Yeah. But that was like
Yeah, it's so funny.
that's one that came to mind.
It's funny when we're like younger, because
Yeah.
like now
Now I wouldn't care.
we just be like, oh, whatever.
Like, sorry you saw my butt.
Yeah,
Or not
literally.
sorry, you're welcome.
Yeah,
One of the two.
Yeah.
I might flash it to people
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Totally.
But as like a senior in high school.
Oh yeah, it's mortifying.
So insecure. And I had a bubble butt.
yeah,
Like, and I didn't own it. I didn't lean into it
yeah,
in high school like I do as an
Right.
adult. Right. So that was even more mortifying.
yeah.
It was
The
like
vibes
D
were
all of the
different back
above.
there.
They were different.
It was like now. I mean, we've talked about this before.
We have.
But it's like now people want big butts.
Yeah.
Back then it was like,
I wanted like,
yeah,
I just want to be like a stick. Not like here and here. I just want to be a
Yeah.
stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, we love them curves.
exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that was mine.
I love that.
It's
I
like-
love that for you.
I loved it for me too at the time.
I'm trying to think which one I want to share.
Yeah.
Should I just share both of them? I don't
Why
know.
not?
I don't really, like I said, it's like I don't feel embarrassed about it now.
Sure.
But
At the time, you probably did that.
Right.
Right.
okay, I was in college. I was at MCC,
Mm-hmm.
and
I did a computer class at
Good ol'
NCC.
MCC.
Let's go.
what's their mascot?
I was gonna say Jap Rabbits.
Jap rabbits.
That's Mesa High. Yeah.
Anyway, I was like super sick, pregnant. I think I was like 8 weeks or something.
Oh, like fresh.
Like just like fresh, and I had my public speaking final,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, I'm late. I just threw on some like leggings, a t-shirt, and then
Yeah.
like, I tied a jacket around my
Yeah.
waist because it was like fallish, so
Mhm.
it wasn't like too cold. Anyway, I'm like walking to class to get to class. Before my speech, I take off my jacket because I'm like, okay, I got
Yeah.
look somewhat
I got
decent
presentable.
in my t-shirt.
Yeah, my leggings.
Yeah.
Not much has changed for us.
No, literally. Same vibes.
Same.
And so I get up there, I give my speech, and I felt like I did good. I was like, okay, I got through that. Walked out of class. On the way out of class, I was walking to my car, still didn't have my jacket on, and someone came up behind me, and like I had to walk through campus. So it's like everyone's walking. Yeah. Like, and I don't wear underwear with my leggings. Ever. And
I need a cream catcher.
Being pregnant, I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's like sensory overload down there. I need some catcher, something.
You need your Depends.
Those are fire for after you have a baby, by the way.
Send me them.
Anyway, sorry. No underwear with leggings.
Yes. Anyway, some girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but your leggings are ripped. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I like put my jacket around. I got to my car and I like looked in like the back.
Yeah.
Literally ripped from like the top of my butt crack to my vag. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
your
that.
grundle.
Yes. And I'm like, cool. So when did this rip? And was this ripped while I was giving my speech? Because
could you see it from the front?
No.
Like if you were speaking, could somebody have seen?
I think so. It like was a little like flap. Oh my, it was bad.
That's mortifying.
It was.
But people saw it when you walked to campus.
For sure. But I'm like, and I don't have a bubble butt. So it was, they're like, put that away.
Put it away.
No. So I feel
gosh, that's funny.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I cried because I think it was because I was pregnant.
For sure.
Because I don't know if I would have cared otherrise.
Yeah. Or maybe like, in that back then.
Yes.
I feel like everything was like
totally
pre lots of self-work.
Yes.
Like that
totally.
done.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pregnancy hormones.
Yeah.
So oh my gosh.
Fun.
That's funny. That's a funny one.
Should I do the kissing one or no?
Why not?
Okay.
Maybe give the people what they want,
If my high school boyfriend is listening.
Sorry in advance.
I don't feel like this was embarrassing for me.
Yeah. But for him,
it could have been embarrassing. So I dated this guy in high school for like 2 years and we were like making out in the dark.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden I like start feeling something wet on my face and it's like I taste it. So we like turn on the light. I'm pretty sure we were in his truck or something. I turn on the light. Literal blood all over my face.
Sick.
And I didn't want him to feel bad. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. But I think he was really embarrassed.
Oh, well, yeah.
But I'm like, whatever.
You're trying to impress your girl.
Yeah,
and then you just bleed all over her face.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Clean that up real quick. We dated for a while after. So,
so there you go. It wasn't like that traumatizing for either of you.
No.
There you go. I love that. So embarrassing stories are fun.
Yeah.
I wish that I could remember more. I know I have them all stuffed away somewhere.
Just deep in your
behind some trauma. So it hasn't come through yet. But at this point, there's not a whole lot I won't share unless it's a little too
risque.
X-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways,
cool. But should we read some submissions?
Yeah, we got some submissions, some fun ones.
I'm gonna have to change some names in here.
Yeah, I like that.
Because she says, okay, so this was in high school and me and I'm gonna say Kelly.
I love it.
Okay.
That's a good
And me and Kelly had just gotten out of seminary. And seminary got out a little bit late, so we were kind of rushing to get to class. And we were headed into a biology class, and right before that was a different college biology class. So we got into the school and no one's in the hallway, so we're like, crap, he's going to be so pissed if we're super late. So we book it down the hallway, rip the door open, and just run and sit down in the back of class. Sorry, I'm like filtering out some.
Yeah, that's good.
We were early and we just busted into the class where at the time I had the biggest crush on this boy who was 2 grades older than me. I don't know why, but he turns to look at me like, oh my gosh, you are so embarrassing. And I was like, oh crap, we were in the wrong class. We're in the college class.
Oh no.
And the teacher looks at us and she's like, oh, I think you guys are early if you want to just go wait outside. So we just packed up our bags and walked out. And instead of just waiting in the hallway, we went outside the school and went all the way around the back so I didn't have to see the guy and explain to him what the frick just happened and why I was in his college class.
Honestly though,
high school, that's so embarrassing.
But and you think about it, like especially your crush, and you're trying to impress them.
And he's 2 years older.
He's already older than you, and you just come trailing into his class. Like I would probably not have returned that day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Same.
I feel that.
Okay.
Oh, you get.
I'm so glad I get to be the one to deliver this to you. This is a great story. We had a really good laugh about this.
Yes.
Okay. My wife was getting ready to leave town for a few days, and we were, getting busy the night before. Her favorite toy died. Luckily, I had a spare, but that died too. I had failed at my job to keep everything charged and ready for the fun. So while she was out of town, I laid out all of the toys, old and new. There must have been at least 10 of them on the counter and had cords going everywhere, so they were all charging at once. It was quite the sight. So I took a picture and I sent it to her. We had a good laugh, fun times ahead when she got home. The embarrassing part was the following morning. I was texting my field guys. There were 12 of them total, like where I needed them to be. It's like I had a few pictures from my construction yard of a jackhammer and other tools I had set out for them to pick up. I guess you can see where this is going. Unfortunately, one of the 4 pictures I sent was of all the sex toys charging on my countertop. One of the guys texted me this about, "Hey boss, I think you sent the wrong picture."
He's just so sweet about it. He's like,
He said, "I'm sure everyone had a good laugh, but no one ever mentioned it again."
That is hilarious.
That might take the cake.
Yes.
Especially, like, can you imagine receiving a picture like that from your boss?
You're like, I can't look at you the same.
On one end, I'm like, I want to applaud you.
No,
you
literally.
go.
I'm like, yes.
On the other end, you can't look at them the
you
same.
can't look at them the same. And I just love that we know who submitted.
Oh, that's the best part of it all. That's the best part. I think anybody who knows, who watches, there's going to be quite a few people who can guess.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
It is so funny.
It's awesome.
I love that there's 10 backups.
I know.
It's perfect.
I'm like, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
I'm
like, can I see this collection?
Yeah. I'm curious.
Do you have recommendations?
I'm curious. Yeah. Clearly what holds the strongest charge.
Yeah,
exactly. There's so many questions to ask.
We should have them on the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
So funny.
Okay. In high school, I was dating a boy I really liked, but felt insecure because I had a big gap between my 2 front teeth. I rarely smiled because of it. I begged my mom for braces, but we just couldn't afford them. One night, after a really great date, he was kissing me and stuck his tongue between the gap in my front teeth.
Oh,
I was so embarrassed and humiliated and didn't know how to respond to that horrible situation. All I remember after that was crying to my mom and telling her I would do anything to get braces. I just truly want to know why. Why did he stick his teeth in the gap?
or his tongue,
Or his teeth?
I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's the $1 million question right there, is what is going through your brain when you're kissing a girl to stick your tongue in between her gap? Because no good will come from that.
No.
I wouldn't have laughed.
No.
I definitely don't want to kiss you again or see you again.
I wonder if she did kiss him.
That's we should report back.
Yeah, we'll report.
Did you kiss him again after that? She's like, yeah, we dated.
Yeah, we dated for 2
I married
years.
him. Just kidding. No, but really, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Oh man, these
hilarious.
stories.
I know.
Okay, I have one that's not like jotted down on here, but I'm probably gonna butcher the details. But a friend of ours was sharing a story about their friends. So husband and wife. Husband's a big jokester, always playing pranks on his wife, but he would always go and like stick his finger down her pants, like right in between the cheeks, you know, and just alarming, you know, whatever she's doing, he's just messing with her down there. So one day she decides to get him back. And so he goes in, you know, his regular, like
his routine
finger swipe and pulls out his finger with like brown stuff all over it. She had put Nutella or chocolate or something in between her crack, and he lost his mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. That would be so funny.
Just under your nail.
And honestly, I would sit there and knowing me,
you'd smell it.
Do I smell it or not? Would you not be curious?
No, I would not be curious. You would smell it. So would Chandler.
It reminds me of that Baby Mama or movie Baby Mama where she's like, chocolate or poop?
Yep.
And she licks it. She goes, what if that had been poop?
Literally.
I feel like I'd smell it.
Yes.
I really do.
Did you ever do that prank on like Scotty of when like the kids bring the toilet paper and they hand it to him and get
Absolutely,
Yes,
I did.
I
think I have a video of it, but I like ruined it because I decided to do it very last minute. And so I didn't have like Nutella.
Yes.
I like crumpled up a Hershey's bar.
Okay.
So like the initial, she like was like,
yeah,
she's it. She's only a couple of years old, and then kind of started to get mad, but then was like, that's chocolate. Yeah. She like had seen them. Right. But like I got a tiny little bit of like a reaction. Did you ever do it to your kids?
I need to show you Rome's reaction. He was like 3 or 4.
Oh, see, that's so the best when they're like that.
Yeah. He was like, what the freak? He cried.
Just being like,
I'll show you after. Even right now, Leighton.
She asked you crazy stuff.
Well, like we were taking a bath together the other day. She's like, why your boobs look like that? I'm like, cool.
You're like perfect.
Because
And what
they're
do you
gearing up to
say?
breastfeed.
I know, literally.
I told her, I'm like, it's just, and they don't even look bad. That's the thing. I'm like, should I be insecure about this?
Well, because it makes you think twice. I mean, I sure do.
Literally.
No,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Kids
So,
are savage.
they are savage.
Savage, but they're so fun.
Yeah.
But you got to have really thick skin
You do.
when you have children.
You do.
Especially post
Yep.
birth. You know,
Yeah.
Scotland has said some gnarly stuff.
Yeah, you're like, okay, rude.
She's like asked men if they were pregnant when she was little, not now.
Oh my gosh. We were in Target the other day and there's like a picture of like every size of woman.
Yeah.
And Leighton's like, is she pregnant? And I'm like, no. And then you have to have the conversations about like all the things, which I think are good to have.
It's good to have with them, but like,
Yes.
you're like I didn't want to have this in Target. Down aisle CF
While
or
everyone's
C2.
listening. Exactly.
Yeah, CF.
See,
Try to be clever. That's where it gets you. Like, dang it.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for our submissions.
Yeah, and
our
honestly,
stories.
if people like it, we'll do it again.
Yeah,
We'll just get
it's
even
fun.
more submissions and
Yes.
figure out like where the line is.
Right.
Because if you talk to me, there is no line.
Yeah.
But speaking on, a platform, we're learning filters.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode. We hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
the laughs and other people being embarrassed.
Yeah, I hope you can laugh at the expense of others
Yes.
and yourself.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
If I've learned anything, that's my famous last words. I got to stop saying that.
No,
if I've
I love
learned
it.
anything, you got to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Because life is very serious and it's also very fun. But like when you can laugh along the way. Till next time, guys.
Next time. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. We hope that you felt seen, heard, and maybe even a little empowered. If you love today's combo, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your girls.
Let's keep this Soul Tide community growing. Until next time, stay true, stay bold, and most importantly,
Stay you. Love you. Mean it. Bye.